Hello, all. It's been quite a while at this point. I I've been busy. I've had a lot going on, and I felt like I wanted to just do a video talking about some of the stuff that's went on and basically where things are going to go from this point forward. It's not anything bad or anything life changing in terms of the future for my channel, but I just thought I maybe might owe those of you that are watching an explanation. Okay. Um, Basically, the last video of me on camera that I posted on the channel had to do with me releasing my book back in May of last year. I know that my last retrospective video at this point is almost 2 years old, and I've been sporadic. I haven't been someone that's been overly committed to um, putting videos out at a consistent pace at this point. Um, I have put like gaming videos here and there, my walkthroughs or playthroughs, whatever you want to call them, without commentary. But um, a lot's happened since publishing my book. And I'll try and name a few things that have occurred. And I don't want to be like a lot of the YouTubers, the vloggers, and the like that start crying on camera or go too deep into their personal lives or whatever. I just want to, basically lay it out there. Since I published my book, I haven't had the best turnout. I've had a lot of people that have bought it, not a lot of feedback on it, but the feedback I have gotten has been positive. In that time, since then, I changed jobs. I was working at a high school that I was not happy at. The kids, the majority of them were horrible, like the entitled, technology addicted brats that you hear about. That's where I was. A lot of things for me were toxic. I needed to get out. I'm a teacher at a different school. Things have been better. It was a lot to have to learn and pick up pretty quickly, but I've done pretty well so far with that. I also completed my master's degree just to show you. I did get my master's degree in creative writing. I did finally complete that. Completed it in December of last year. Um, and I've been since then working on my writing and things of that nature. In terms of good news, before I go to maybe not so good, I was able to take a thesis that I wrote for my master's degree, which was a series of short stories in the horror genre. I compiled them together into an anthology. I've been shopping them around and recently found out that an indie publisher is wanting to publish the anthology. And I couldn't be more excited about that, trying to get more and more of my work out there. So whenever I know more, I'll share more. Now, completing my master's degree and the like in December, there was some pretty rough stuff going on. Basically, at that time, my grandfather, who has always been very close to me, basically acted as my dad when my dad wasn't around or was emotionally and verbally abusive, for lack of a better way of putting it. Um, my grandpa was around. He was basically the rock for me and my family. Um, Pretty much around the end of November, going into December, his health rapidly declined, and he passed away a few days after Christmas. Christmas this past year, was awful. It was awful. I still haven't fully recovered from it. You can hear my voice getting kind of shaky when talking about it. He nearly died when I was in college, so the time we got afterward definitely was a positive. But it's one of those things, you think they can survive anything, and then something like that comes along, and it's just it's you're never prepared for it. You're never prepared for it. Um, Afterward, probably due to a lot of that going on and just basically issues with myself, I've had a little bit of like health issues. It's namely been like, um, without going into great detail, basically like digestive gut oriented stuff. I will be going and having some stuff checked out, being better about that sort of thing. But that was something of a struggle. A lot of it was stress. I know that that caused that. And even recently, my 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 wife's uncle ended up passing away suddenly, and this was a few weeks ago. And that's been pretty rough to deal with. There's just been a lot of stuff. So basically, a lot of my work on YouTube, due to the master's degree, the deaths in the family, trying to get accustomed to a new job, and everything else, it's caused a lot of issues, and YouTube's had to take a back seat. Now, I think I finally gotten back into more of a mode, a mindset of trying to expand everything, here. And I'm getting back into filming and things of that nature. So basically, I know that my channel has kind of had something of an identity crisis, focused on retrospectives on movies and games, and then I have started incorporating gameplay, little reviews, things of that nature. I want to continue doing those things, but I want to incorporate some other stuff. After this video, there's going to be a couple of things that I'm just putting out there for fun, just to, see how they do, what have you. But I want to continue doing the other stuff. I want to incorporate more retrospectives, more talks about movies, maybe even literature. I want to expand beyond that, right? Um, I basically just want to make my channel anything and everything that I like. I know a lot of channels are focused on one thing, one type of content, reaction content, vlogs, daily lives, talking only about movies, only about games. And it's like, I just like too much stuff. I've even contemplated putting in some of my art stuff. If I decide to do that coming up, keep an eye out on my channel. Um, but ultimately, I mean, I'd like to expand. I mean, who doesn't want to get their channel out there and make connections with people? So I basically set like a little goal for myself that by the end of the year, and it's been slow going, but by the end of the year, I would like to try and get to 500 subscribers at least. That's just something that I feel like is maybe an obtainable goal at this point. I'm almost at 350, so maybe I could get there. So I'm hoping to build on that. So in the future, doing more on this channel. My writing, I hope to expand. I did neglect to mention too that I'm looking at doing my next novel that will be horror oriented. So those of you that like that sort of thing, obviously that may be something to look ahead to. And trying to market my book a bit more, getting it out there maybe to more readers, and like I'll include information in the description below about it. So if that's something you want to look into, cool. Um, so I just wanted to let everyone know that follows my channel, whatever, what's been going on, where I've been, why I did part one of The Fly of the 1958 version, why I haven't done the 86 one version yet. It's coming. I'll do what I can to be more consistent. I'm not going to make any promises because I've violated those promises before. So I just want to let you guys know that I'll be doing a bit better on that end, but things have been kind of hectic lately. So let me finish this video out with something that I'm going to go ahead and, not the other videos coming out after this immediately, but in my retrospectives and other things, I'm going to incorporate a little callback basically to my grandfather out of honor for him. Um, I know how I used to close out my videos in the past, not that it was anything special, but my grandpa always tried to look on the positive side of things, which is something as an adult I've struggled with at different times in my life. But something he always said that's appropriately Southern was basically his way of saying that things always end up going well. And his way of saying it was, It all comes out in the wash. And that's something I want to use as kind of a message for everybody. So let me close this video out in that fashion. I'll see you guys in the next video, and just remember, it all comes out in the wash.